Gold Dust. And, his video package was set in probably like the same scene as a motherfucking, Jesus. Forgive me. His promo was set just like Bray's was set back like 2 weeks ago, where or every Bray Wyatt promo, he's standing in some dark place talking some non-existent shit that really does not matter. But he says to Bray Wyatt, he says, if the man behind the face paint is the man and this, that, and the third, you'll fight me at No Mercy. Just building up for the card. The one thing I dislike about this Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor thing is that it should have been over at SummerSlam. They shouldn't even be fighting right now. Finn Balor should be going for the Intercontinental title. That's who you put in a six-pack challenge. A Finn Balor. A Bray Wyatt. Samoa Joe if he was healthy. You give us this. We ain't there yet, but we'll go over it. Moving on. Bobby the Brain Heenan gets a lovely video package. And I mentioned this earlier from the tweets and everything, remembering Bobby the Brain Heenan. Lovely video package. I hope his family appreciates or even acknowledge the WWE for putting this video package together of his career. I think it was what's his name who did not like Cody Rhodes didn't like the video package that his family had got for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So I hope they enjoyed it. It was a pretty good package. I liked it. And then Bobby the Brain Heenan will be missed. Okay. Moving on. You get an in-ring segment with Enzo. He's coming out. He's hyping up the crowd. Enzo shit. Same old, same old. Out comes Braun. Braun throws him into the ring. Literally lifts him up with a choke slam off the ground just to throw him back down. Throws him out the ring and then leaves. As he's leaving, out comes the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. He comes out. He taunts Enzo. Hits him with a red arrow. Now, we're going to pause right there. I thought this move, the red arrow, Neville wasn't trying to use. He went to his Rings of Saturn, which I think is great, by the way. He goes to his Rings of Saturn and, versus using the red arrow. But here he decided to use the red arrow on Enzo, which makes no sense. Makes no sense. They've been building him up not to use that move. Or if he did use that move, I think it was on Rick Swann, and that was to close out the match. Like, he had no other choice. Everything else he threw at Rick Swann was pretty much off tilter. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that this weekend. I even wrote it down in my notes. Make sure to bring up this weekend in the show. Okay? Neville versus Grand Metalik, cruiserweight match. Nobody cares. It was actually a decent match. Neville tried to rip the face mask off of Grand Metalik all match, but wound up to no avail. And that brings us to the six-pack challenge. Jason Jordan, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and Elias Sampson. Now, the match was pretty entertaining. I wouldn't give it match of the night. Like I said, that goes to the three-way match for the tag teams. Impressive match. I thought they were going to do something a little bit more with Matt and Jeff. Going into this, I thought they was going to bring Matt and Jeff up. I'm glad they didn't go and pull the trigger on that because I think that's stupid when you have no tag teams on Raw. Bo Dallas and Kurt Axel, they could actually be another tag team if they stop, being up the ass of the Miz. You could use these guys in a tag team fashion, But again, Jason Jordan. Now, my biggest problem is Elias Sampson. Elias Sampson should not be in this match. Yeah, he got a couple of wins over fucking Kalisto. You could have even put Kalisto in this match before Elias Sampson. But, Yeah, you got a lot of cats. A lot of cats is missing that could have filled this match up, and I think it would have been better. Um, Jason Jordan winds up picking up the win. The Miz comes in, interferes, distracts Jeff, throws Jeff out the ring. All right, that leaves Curtis Axel and Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan slides in the ring with an already staggered Curtis Axel. He hits him with a suplex, goes for the pin. After he goes for the pin, the ref counts to 1, 2, 3. The Miz slides back into the ring. Hits Jason Jordan with the belt. And, you know, Miz talks a little shit. I'll always be there for my son since day one. And, you know, you'll just go down in history as Kurt Angle's bastard. And then pretty much roll the credits. Like I said, not too impressed with this main event. Good match. Good match between Sheamus and Cesaro, the club, and also Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Jesus Christ. That was the match of the night. I like the video package for Bobby the Brain Heenan, and I also like the video packages for Brock Lesnar and John Cena. You know, that old school sit down Phil interview for Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. I liked that as well. But that's not enough for me to give this Raw a high review. What I'm going to give it is the dead smack in the middle, a 3 out of 5, just because of the video packages and, of course, you know, the 3-way tag team match. I thought it was a pretty good tag team match. And that's pretty much the show. I will be back later with results and reactions for No Mercy, you know, predictions and reactions for No Mercy. I will be giving that later in the week. Also, a review on SmackDown and NXT as our regular scheduled programming goes. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys. JP, the Outlaw, is out.